Hi, I'm Sam, and in this video I want to explain you how to do a rocket mount. That's this one. On a Highline. Before you even start doing rocket mounts on the Highline, make sure that your body is ready for this trick. That means, first of all, warm up yourself, but also get strong shoulders before even trying. And to get strong shoulders, you can either train at home on a pull-up bar, or you can also do it on a Highline. That means you can hang like here, and then you see the movements I do in the shoulder. I pull everything out of the shoulder, and when you're on the lowest point, you want to make sure to not be on long shoulders, but to close down your shoulders. So make sure when bouncing that you're locked in the shoulders. And the other thing you can start training at home is going from this position, pull up in the chest with long arms. Alright, let's get started with step 1. And we will not start from feet, but just from Korean position. So make sure to have a bouncy line between 50 and 80 meters long, nylon slack line, and then start bouncing a bit. Get both hands pointing to the same side on the line, and then try to bounce down. So I'll show you that one. I go over the line, I bounce down, and I try to go up just like this at the beginning. And if you look close at my movement, you can see that in the lowest point of the bounce, my legs are kicking backwards. So that means, while going down, you try to take the legs to the front, so that at the lowest point, you're back with the legs, and then while going up, you take the legs to the front, and then you try to get them to the top. So, once you managed the first step, we're ready for step 2. That means you also start in Korean, but you want to go back to chest bounce. So again, I take some momentum, then I bounce down, and I go to this position. Ready for step 3, just like the same, but you want to go back to Korean. So again, in the highest point, you get the leg over to go down. So let's go. Once you get the rocket mount Korean to Korean, it's time for step 4, and that means you want to start from feet. And now also the leash handling starts to be important. I want to get back with this leg, so I best start with my leash between the legs to then grab the line on the side. There are different techniques. Some people grab the line here, and I'm the one who rather grabs on the side. Try it out. What is your favorite technique? So again, I start bouncing, and then before even going down, you can just try to grab the line. So that would be the timing. So in the next one, I will really go down for the rocket. And again, step 4 is just only to chest bounce. And here you can also get more and more momentum. So in the next one, I will go up to Korean, and then up to sofa bounce, and then up to feet. So I'll show you all those variations. Now I go to Korean. Now to sofa. Before we are ready for the real rocket mount feet to feet, I want to explain you a few more things. So I already started explaining a bit about the timing with the legs. So watch closely in this video here how I do the movement. Here it's in slow motion. Try to really get this into your mind, how this movement needs to be done. And don't forget to stay locked in the shoulders. And when going up, at the beginning you do the mistake that you want to go up with your feet from below the line and just like kick into the line. But that's not the way to go. In your mind you have to have the imagination that you want to go to handstand. And only once you're almost in the handstand, only then you want to kick in with your feet. Alright, so when you want to press up to the handstand, make sure to like press out of the shoulders. Like in a press handstand, you want to go like for this position, really press the line down and then try to land on the feet. So that's also one possible pre-exercise to learn the press handstand to be able to do the rocket mount. So one more thing I'd like to add is that you don't need a huge bounce to do a rocket mount. Actually, when you have a huge bounce, there is too much force acting on your body. So just start with a really small bounce. When you feel like you can easily hold the strength, then go for a bigger bounce. And it's really no need to go huge. Only later on when you do really crazy tricks out of the rocket mount, only then you need a big bounce. And the landing position of the feet is also important. I have one foot between the hands and one foot on the side of the hands. Don't try to land with both feet between the hands. It also works, but it's a bit more difficult. So as you can see, it's a super complex move, but it's so rewarding to land it for the first time. It takes a while for most people to really get there, but it's like one of the coolest moves you can really do on a highline. So it's totally worth getting through all these steps, and I hope with this tutorial you're gonna be ready to just step by step learn the rocket mount.